Well, today, guys, Chimp and myself are going to bring you a little tutorial on gems. It's more of our currency. We don't just stop at briefcases. Well, what is up, guys? Well, I have myself and Chimp here. We're going to give you a little tutorial. It's basically about our server, so we set up this little ring of death kind of thing, but it's like the ring of death without the death, so it's just a ring. But what we're actually going to show you is the right clickable gems. And as you can see right here, the different kinds. The only gem that's missing here is a ruby. A ruby is basically 10 briefs. So the topaz. What one do you want to start with, Chimp?
We can start off with the basics. So if you want, we can run with the emerald.
The emerald?
Standard stationary weaponry. We'll work up to the big boys.
Yep. So there's the emerald. If you right-click on the emerald, you get all these different options of, it's like base defenses. You know, so Chimp, if you want to throw in something, surprise me, and I'll throw in the SPG9 tripod law.
Alrighty. You know, I'm just gonna blind you, bud.
Oh shit! I need a fucking plot hole. Alright, well, unfortunately, I did not bring my briefcases with me. Even though that you've got all your briefs, you're still going to need an X amount of briefs to do it, like 3 briefs for that. And then you'll be able to build. So, if we go down here to Chimp, and then Chimp, if you tell me what you're going to put in.
Well, basically, that's kind of the first one off the emerald. The secondary one, most people should be kind of familiar with through Overwatch and everything else, is the M2 machine gun. Comes preloaded, always loads after a restart. So, it's kind of a nice thing. You add that with the spotlight in, blind some people, and light them up.
Yep. So, it's basically, the harder you work, the better. You can actually build a really, really amazing base here and have it fucking all set up for total defense. And it kind of goes along with that base griefing thing where a lot of people, don't base griefing, blah, blah, blah. No, you just defend your base. That's it. Chimp, I think we've covered the emerald. Look at that bad boy there, look.
Pretty much. Now, just a heads up, everything that you see here, there's a little bit more, but don't want to spoil it for all of you. There are the high slungs, which you currently see, and also the low slung ones as well, which means you'll be sitting on your caboose popping off those rounds.
Lovely. Alright, so emerald. What's the other gem that we shall partake in?
Well, if you really want to scare some people off from your base, you can go with the big boy, which would be the topaz.
I got it clicked. Okay, so the topaz is, as you can see right here. So what are you actually building there? Which one on the topaz?
This one I'm actually building a stinger pod. Same as before.
Be right here.
It's always loaded. You can always fire it, and it always restarts with ammo.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like all your base defenses will restart. You know, they'll all replenish all the ammo on the restart. It's big, like. Fire away, Chimp. Oh, well, let me get one of them.
I'll let you fire up. Oh, next on the next one, though.
Oh, yeah. So, as you can see, it's all about base defenses, and you do have a castle walls and all, but I'm sure we'll get to that in a sec.
Yep.
So that was the topaz. What else?
That's the topaz. That's just one out of the topaz. I believe we have roughly 4.
Yeah.
Double check.
Yeah, there's 4 on the topaz.
4. So I personally like the stingers.
Me myself. I've got people driving by the base, and they have come to meet a couple of stingers here and there.
Well, now onto the actual, how should we say, beauty aspect of base building. Take a look at the citrine, if you want.
That would be this blue one. And as you can see, you've got large tires, you've got large metal floors. The fuel tank is great. You know, you can actually put that in the middle of your base and then land your choppers on your roof, and it will absolutely work as a full fuel tank to fuel your choppers every time. Sandbag tires, that's exactly what they are. What we have actually got in our base is sandbag tires, and then we also have like stingers up in them as well. Metal shacks, metal guard tires, you know, it's all there for you.
Now, if you're worried about someone getting close to your base, you can always go with some Dragon Teeth. Now, just like with the Epoch buildables, you do have, you know, kind of a preference on how high or how low you want to set them. So,
stops people running in.
You're stopping people from getting in.
Also very handy, and it makes the base just look badass.
Yes, it does.
It does, for sure. And to the next gem.
The next gem, we will do the Citrine.
Ah.
It's the weird little squared looking.
Yes, it's the one that looks like a book, but it's not a book. It's a gem.
Now, for some of you guys out there, you guys usually build up barns because of the fuel tank. Well, your Sapphire will take care of that. Or you want to build somewhere that's got a water pump. Well, guess what? Find a Citrine, build yourself a water pump.
Right there. Just like that. So you can actually customize your base to whatever the fuck way you want is basically what we're trying to get at. And we haven't even covered all the gems yet. You can make your base into anything you want. And I don't think a lot of OverPoch servers has that, and I think that's why we stand out from other OverPoch servers. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, if you want, you know, you can really, if you say you want to build up on a high hill, but you have an issue getting in to the castle parts that we'll be getting to here rather shortly, build a ramp. Ramp up to it.
Yep.
Because it is an easier walkway.
And you can take your vehicles in.
This holds anything from cars to tanks. Nothing to worry about pulling up onto this thing.
Yep.
Or if you're really bored, you can just go find an empty field, slap down a plot pole, and have some jump races with some of your friends.
Very true. Motorbikes and quads.
There you go.
Get some of your friends to stand underneath and play Evil Knievel on your ass. Woohoo! Alright. What's the next gem, bud?
The next one will actually be getting to the big boys, the castle parts, which would be in the obsidian.
That's the nice black shaped one. Where
so instead of taking over Rog or Devils or well, actually, you know what? If you want to take those off and instead of sealing up the cracks with concrete, guess what?
Right there. That's how it's done. So now you can actually have a castle as a base and not just concrete cylinder block walls. You know, and that's not the big thing. Do you want to show them the dam where we use in our base as a vehicle storage?
Yep, one of the biggest attributes that I've actually enjoyed is the concrete dam.
And it would be right there.
Now, the cool thing about this, as I said before, it is all set to the Epoch building mode, so you can shrink it, raise it as much as you want, sink it into the ground right here.
You have yourself a three
parking spot.
Yep, three doors, 3 spots. We have tanks and all our special stuff put in there.
Comes in handy, especially if you're building on sloped areas, because you have to remember the entire size of this actual dam will sink in just like any other Epoch buildable. Let's see how high up this goes, Green.
Go for it. I'm actually standing back here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you might be standing in the way there. Yeah.
I'm going to say this keeps going. So if you actually wanted to build a tall base out of everything, well, there you go.
Oh shit, I'm starting to shake because I'm cold. Well, so as you can see right there, and it's basically, as I said, you can come in here and make your base anything you want. Combine with everything, you know, it's just the way to go. All you have to do is go to the Hero Trader, or you can go to the Bandit Trader and trade in your briefcases. Now, you see if I can show you the map here real quick.
Oh, no, actually, Green, as far as I do know, we did switch it to where if you're not a hero and you're not a bandit just quite yet, you can actually go to different traders throughout the map. So your Starry Trader, your Bash, your Clint, and a couple others. And you can purchase them, but they're just going to cost you a little bit more.
Yeah, so it's better to get your status and then do it. But the point that I'm getting at is it's really easy to make gems on this. Like the missions, we have the AIs have Stinger missiles and they have SMAWs, which sell for a brief or two each. So it's like come with your convoy, come with your boys, get the job done, sell, and make a huge profit. Like today, after going around and doing missions for about an hour, I actually ended up with, what was it, Chimp, and one load, full load. It was
over 100 briefcases.
It was 111 briefcases. So it's all possible. It's all very easy to do, and you guys should come along. As you can see, I'm starting to shake. It is cold. It is wet. So I think I need to get back to the safety of me and Chimp's base and get by a fire and get something to eat. So guys, I'll say take it easy. Come by the server. The IP is going to be in the description. You guys take care. And thanks for watching, guys. Hit that sub and like. The server IP is in the description. And drop by the server. See you guys there.